Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another CPtechnicraft Live. And today I will be joining you from the DivergenceSMP's Season 2 server. This is just the beginning of my world, my little underground farm, because you gotta be sneaky and do everything underground, although I'm leaving my doors wide open. Show you the outside, because we're going to take a trip over into the nether, and we're going to go travel as far away as we can and portal our way back to somewhere. And as you see, I'm widening the staircase on my way down here. This is my iron farm floor. It's also where I found a lush cave off to one side. So I kind of, well, little slimes. And to all those who wanted to know if I had a underground dairy farm and some sheep, oh, there we go. They do exist. I am going down here because I want to repair my tools before I go into the nether. Oh, did not get hit with a bunch of slimes today. Normally I come down here. I've been here for a few minutes and the room is just filled with slimes. And what the heck, might as well just repair them all. And yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that one. See, I see more slimes already showing up on the scene. I mean, I gotta go kill them first, sorry. But I know I'm gonna need a lot of slime buckets. Well, you know, I guess I'm not normally this aggressive. Come on. If that takes care of them. And I'm starting with just clearing out down here, and then I'm gonna go upwards with this room. But I've never been much of a speed runner when it comes to Minecraft. I usually like to take my time, just putz around, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then I'll find some project that'll just consume me utterly for extended periods of time. Hey, cat. Yeah, I don't know if you caught it, but there's all the cows that Diggin keeps hearing. Those two cows are getting a little friendly back there. I have a feeling that there's probably where she came in at. Yeah, and this is just a, uh-oh, don't go over the edge. There's a zombie there. Usually there's a skeleton somewhere along there, and he shoots me almost every time I come up here. Now I gotta go run and get some more obsidian, but that's not far. It's on just the other side of the river. And this is my boardwalk slash terraced walkway that's under construction. It'll take a little while. That's Diggin's place over there. that part's out of the way. Here's how I prefer to go about this. So I don't yeah, look at that convenient little hole. Yeah, I want to make sure I got enough obsidian to make a couple portals. Yeah. I am underwater, apparently. That would explain a lot. Like, why won't it dig? Ooh. Yeah, let's move that water. That's well, hello, Mr. Panda. How are you today? Yeah, Cat. Well, I got you there. I don't know if anybody's worked on a gold farm yet, but I'm just about to that point where I'm gonna be making that gold farm. Because I'm gonna be needing some rails. Not to mention the experience. That didn't quite work as I wanted, but what the heck. Whoa. Hey, I'm in water. Okay. Yeah. I got plenty. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to change the railings to like the jungle wood railings or the planks. I'm thinking I'm going to change the railings. It just all looks too the same to me. It looked good in my head, and then when I actually started building it and looking at it, I was like, yeah, it's too uniform, too same. Ooh. I'll just build it anyway. Probably cheaper. Probably helps if I take that gold out. Yeah, I love that thing. Like, it made a lot of experience really fast, and the gold, it was great. Like, it took a while to get that so I could AFK there and collect all that gold without the system backing up, because you'll end up with so much junk out of that system. But I got that thing working pretty good, where I can sit there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and it just keeps on making me gold. I can't wait for the autocrafters to come out so I can turn all the nuggets into bars and all the bars into blocks. Oh, hello. Don't you dare. That was like, if any of you watched my video, you saw that fell from a high place. This was the high place I fell from after getting attacked by a bunch of blaze. You can't touch me. I don't know why I never come in here with bow and arrow though. Do I want to risk it running out there? Oh, of course you see me. Oh, come on. And you got something better to do? Go somewhere else. I'm going. I'm running. Ah! Am I following? Nope. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where I'm going yet. But definitely not the way of the lava. And man, there really is a bad location for lava. My goodness. Stuff is everywhere around here. So I started laughing when I found my location on the board and realized that my entire zone is completely under or over lava. Like, oh, now I know why the portal won't match up with anything. Well, hello there. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Even more lava. Mm-hmm. Where's this gonna take me? Straight out to the lava. You don't see me, Gas. You don't know nothing about nothing. Yeah. To say the least. That was my, yeah, why not? Yeah, it took one death for me to realize that was truly just not the wisest decision I'd made in a while. Come on, Skelly. I know you're owning. I know you're owning. Oh, where's that going? Oh, you sneaky son of a gun, you. Ah, well, so much for hiding from you. Nobody here. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Wow, did you see that shot? He like swung around backwards. Where am I? There. All over the place. Alright, I'll clear my opening here just a hair. Just because I don't want nobody sneaking up from behind me that's already shot me before. And that reminds me where the exit is. Must be getting lower. I hear them out there. The not very glamorous, but very necessary grind thought. I got friends that won't even play on anything but creative mode because they refuse to grind. I'm like, you're missing out. Challenge is so much more fun. Not everyone agrees with me though. Oh, disappearing backs. Ow, ow. I am full of. Get out of here. I need shulker boxes so bad. Well, how did I pull that off? Over eager button clicker I am. Yeah, probably just like that, huh? And there I go, just putting another one back. Yeah, do you know if Madge is doing a treadmill stream today? I haven't seen anything about it yet, but I tend to, for some reason, miss all of his notifications until he's actually gone live. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I assume he's usually on right around 12, 12:15 my time. It's just if I ever get lucky enough to get these kids to understand the necessity of volume control, I could stream more often during, the in-between hours. Oh yeah, good point. I did. Yeah, I know. I thought I heard you saying the other day that you were either had built or were building a iron farm. And I know I lived at my gold farm for I can't even tell you how long. Long time. Yeah, I'm not much of a resource hog. I'm kind of one of those like, if I run out, I'll get more. If somebody needs some, I'll hook them up, and I'll go get more. Because I like things like, I mean, I was blown away when I came into spawn yesterday, a day before, and I saw the trading hall all built, and went inside, and I was blown away. I was like, where did they find the time to build this elaborate of a building that fast? I was so impressed it wasn't even funny. Yeah, apparently. So are random Lethmab trailers popping up in your place. Although the frantic popping of the invisibility potion was fantastic to watch take place. I was laughing so hard it wasn't even funny. It was fun. It was hilarious. Oh, nice. And your gold farm design. Man, my farm was the actual like portal aspect of it was nothing out of the ordinary, not even my design. Okay, I think I am beyond low enough now. Yeah, I had that problem. I ended up having to upgrade my PC. I had a laptop and then um, a nice tablet that I used to use, and I actually froze my tablet to the point where I had to log off and go over to my PC and kill cows because I managed to lag it out with just a cow farm. And then I'll have to get you screenshots or I'll take you guys through a trip of one of my old worlds from years ago. It's the one featured in my video on YouTube called Birchlandia. I think you may get a glimpse of the gold farm I had built there, but it had like 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say 20 plus portals, and they were all like almost 40 tall by 40 wide, or something like that. They were huge. They were like the largest they could be. 20, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was 22. I don't even remember now. It was years and years ago. Um, but I fired that thing up and just crashed my system. It worked. It worked. You could see all the piglins coming in. And before you knew it, the mob count had been reached, and I was in trouble. And it was worth every second of it. But of course, that was a creative built world, so I don't know. I don't see that for me. It's not as much of a feat to design and build something that works in the creative, unless you can actually get it built in survival. Because I've built a couple things in creative that were damn near impossible to build in survival. And I say darn near because I'm a try hard. And that's not a bad idea. You see, I ran into trouble with mine. I don't know if you've ever seen how mine works on a CPtechnicraft server, but it's AFK, but it's set up with a like a delivery system that sends full carts from the output directly to my storage facility, but it also sends you when you're AFK. It sends you along with that cart so that the cart doesn't get lost in the distance. The carts don't start banging around on each other because they get bound up waiting for something to load the area that they want to be in. And I was so lazy. I would just park myself there for hours, come back, and I'd have thousands of gold just everywhere. And I came across strange issues like um, I had to make a reset switch for the Trident Killer so that every time I came back and loaded the farm back up, it would shut off and then restart the Trident Killer. Otherwise, the Trident Killer would default when I came back into the zone, which is default to being off even though the power switch was on. So I had to make it so a detector rail activated it and reset it for me. I had to make runoff carts because I found if you're in an area and 2 carts would go off while you're in that area, the darn things would get stuck right at the edge of the loading zone and bounce back and forth on you. and come back into the loaders and trigger more carts to go. And the next thing you know, in a matter of 5 or 10 minutes, I'd have 30 carts out there, and they'd all have like 2 pieces of gold in them. It took me a while to figure out what was happening. Um, yeah, I don't see why not. Uh, it works like I know my design right now works flawlessly, um, but it's only got that one's only got the 2 portals, and the biggest issue I actually had wasn't as much that, because that was, like I said, that one world that I built on was a creative world, so I just went silly crazy with it. Um, is actually taking care of those. So I do have a design in my test world. I think I featured it on one of my episodes. Um, that's way more efficient than the current build that I've got, because I've got like 2 sets of item sorters, um, like redundancy out the yin yang, because that system puts out, once it gets going, especially in hard mode, it puts out a lot of items. And because there's 3 different types of items that typically go through it, it'll tend to jam up hoppers, because it'll start letting just one type go, and then the remaining spaces will start to fill up with another type. So it'll always just keep going, and it was bad. So I found a way around that, and then I came up with a better idea that just injected everything right out of the Trident Killer into water streams, and that should go a long way to improving performance. But it's also usable by people that don't have a lot of power in their machines. I got a pretty decent PC. Um, I standard run it like 46 render distance or something like that. I think that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, that's the recommended, I believe, is 46. Yeah. I've taken it way up before, but after a while, there's no point. I'll never go back to console or anything, I don't think, again. For this game, at least. I've had way too much fun with the PC. I don't know that my wife appreciates the fact that I can have a total of 4 monitors connected up to the computer at one time. Only one with an HDMI, all the rest are DisplayPort. But she thinks 2 monitors at one time is a little obnoxious and makes me dorky, but that's all right. Oh, I know. That's, Amon, that's exactly why I did not implement any of the actual changes that I made to the sorting system, was because I knew I was going to be using those um, auto crafters when they came out, and I figured before I implement something that I'm going to end up adjusting and having to add some more equipment to, I'm going to just wait to make sure that I get everything spaced out right, because that will definitely reduce a lot. And I'll only need 2 carts coming out of that place. Everything else, turn all the gold and everything into exactly what I want, which in the end is just gold blocks. And then, rotten flesh, but who needs the extra emeralds that generates for you? Yeah, let's see. Major Man hasn't come on yet, has he? Get rid of this stuff. Okay. I think I should put stairs there. Alright, I'll leave my sword on. We'll hop over here real quick. And I'll, oh, beautiful, I'm right outside the farm. See, yeah, it's the same thing. I made them independent as far as their igniters, and then I just connected them to a switch down below. And that's the main power switch. And that's because that's not on. There's my, I turn it on and run. And normally I would pop a card out, hop in the cart, and just sit there and let it do its thing. And then that's right there is how I get rid of the swords. You just see them popping up that water stream there. Whoa. Not silly. That is my without water stream setup. That's so basically, you know, you got the 4-hopper output on the Trident Killer. I diverted 2 of them to this side and then 2 of them over to that side. So there's 2 separate sets there. And then there's 2 single item sorters on either side because sometimes you end up with so many of those swords that they jam the system up or they'll skip through it. And then they get fed over to there and spit up top. And this right here is just because I got lazy and I wanted to make a connection quickly so that I could take the gold ingots from the furnace and send it into the actual gold hopper delivery down below. I got lazy and didn't want to finish because, like I said, once I realized the autocrafters were really a thing and they really were going to institute them, I didn't want to go too much crazier. But I got these sets of unloaders. I'm sure by this dirt block you can tell that one of my favorite 3-block tall friends has been here. You know, and they're set up that when they get just about full, they'll leave. And when they take off, they come up here. And when they hit this detector rail, it sends a signal up there, which launches the cart that you're sitting in, which brings you down that set of rails there. And then these are the backups. If a cart gets knocked into another cart for any reason, if they say you don't get sent for some reason or you're not sitting on it, waiting to go, you know, the AFK route, and a cart gets launched, it'll go down around the corner just a little bit. And if a second cart comes, it'll hit it, and it'll bounce back. And when it bounces back, it'll come right back and hit one of these machines, and it'll trigger the machine to spit out another cart, and then it'll leave because it's full, and it'll spit another cart out, and then there'll be carts just flying everywhere. So I put these backups in so that any cart that makes it past that point right there is not coming back. They get swung into these offshoots and spit right back into the main rail. And then that's, of course, the garbage. I, at one point, had so many zombie flesh that I made a destruction system that instead of going to the main base, it came over here and just dumped off a bunch of them. Because, you know, why not? But the whole time I was building this, as you can see, the walls and everything are built out of the gold that I was making while building it and testing it. And it's funny, I believe I've got a lot of pictures and videos of this place from the very, very beginning, back when I literally had built that up there and I just dug a hole in the ground. Right, this little shaft right here was all there was all the way down following the Trident Killer, and then I had a little teeny tiny room down here, and it turned into a monster, as you can see. I love it. It's my baby. think literally the last time I was here when I was making the video for introduction. Oh, okay. I'm hopping off then. Everybody have a wonderful day, and I'm gonna go over and check out what Major Madden and Married Minecraft crew is up to over there. Have a good one, everyone. See you later. Thanks for joining.